It's going to be an incredibly interesting summer. Mateo Alemán, the director of football at Barcelona, recently stated. And apparently, he wasn't lying. If you look at the latest transfer news regarding Barcelona right now, and if you are a Culés fan, you will be shocked. It's Messi's return, Neymar's desire to play at Camp Nou again, and Kimmich wanting to reunite with his idol Xavi. Incredible! Barca fans are excited and hope for new miracles from Alemán, and Mateo knows how to create them. So we've decided to break down all the crazy transfer gossip regarding Barcelona, and we think you'll find that interesting too. Hit the like button if you support Barca. We'll start with Kimmich, followed by Neymar, and finally Lionel Messi. Now, let's dive into it. Folks, before we begin, we'd like you to subscribe to our new project, Wonder Kids. It's a channel about the most interesting celebrity children from around the world. We know that we have thousands of Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. fans and other young football and sports talents here. Our first video is about Ronaldo's son and incredible stories from his life. We think that you'll like our new project. We'll leave the link to the channel under this video and in the final screen. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and watch the video till the end. Your support is very important to us. Thanks. When discussing Kimmich's potential transfer, one must start with Busquets. A constant for the past 15 years, Sergio is leaving the club at the end of the season, so Barca need a replacement. What is Barcelona's priority signing? A journalist asked Xavi before the match with Sociedad. The Barcelona head coach's response was as follows. Logically, after Busquets leaves, the priority is to sign a defensive midfielder. Kimmich's name in relation to the move to Barca began to appear in the press very recently. At first, everyone thought it was fake, and people openly trolled Barcelona fans who were happy about such news. But later, the situation changed. Reputable journalists began to hop on this transfer express. So what do we know about this shocking transfer right now? We must start with the fact that Kimmich is Xavi's first choice. Josua's name is above Zubimendi, Amrabat, Ruben Neves, and other possible candidates. This information is shared by the Catalan radio station RAC 1. Fabrizio Romano also confirms this. It's true that Barca love Kimmich, just like many other clubs in the world. Xavi considers him a top player, but Bayern's position as of today is that they don't want to negotiate with any club for him. They consider him absolutely untouchable. So does this mean that Barca have no chance? Not quite so. Just remember last year's situation with Lewandowski. Back then, the Munich bosses also denied any possibility of a transfer, but in the end, they sold one of the club's main stars for 55 million euros. Just think about it. I couldn't believe we could sign Lewandowski last summer. And this summer, Kimmich's transfer to Barca is getting crazier and crazier by the day. Hope we get him. These are the sentiments currently spreading among the Blaugrana fans. If you believe the Catalan press, namely Sport S, Kimmich himself wants to join Xavi's project as he is impressed by his football ideas, and in general, according to them, Bayern are allegedly already looking for Josua's replacement and plan to make some money on his transfer if the German top versatile player really requests a move to Barca. Marca journalist Luis Rojo also confirms his desire to leave Bayern. But this still doesn't convince a lot of people. Indeed, it may seem that this whole story is far-fetched, but it finds real confirmations. Kimmich was once asked who his idol was, to which he replied,
"Your idol? Xavi Hernandez from Barcelona."
It's interesting how Kimmich's name appeared in Barca's shortlist, because for a long time, Xavi's frontrunner was the 24-year-old Real Sociedad defensive midfielder Martin Zubimendi. Mundo Deportivo journalist Ferran Martinez obtained this information. Laporta does not want to pay Zubimendi's compensation fee of 60 million euros due to the fact that Sociedad are one of the clubs that opposed Barca in the Negreira scandal. The name of Kimmich, who is not going through the best of times at Bayern on a personal level as well, was mentioned in the offices, and he was ready to hear the offers and try his hand elsewhere. He is the perfect player for Xavi. It'll be very difficult, but it's an option that convinces everyone. He has agents who will promote him in the market, and this has already reached the ears of Ciutat Esportiva. The 28-year-old Bayern player would be irreplaceable at Barcelona because he can play in two problematic positions at once: right defender and defensive midfielder. This is the key reason why Laporta is ready to invest a lot of money, the aforementioned 60 million euros in this transfer. Currently, there are several obstacles to make this top transfer happen. Firstly, it's Bayern's stand. Secondly, a high price. And finally, the La Liga FFP. This operation is very complicated since he would far exceed 20 million euros annual cost between the amortization of transfer fee and wages. Marca reports. How do we assess the likelihood of this move? Would say 6 out of 10. It's all up to Barcelona and the incomparable transfer market guru Mateo Alemán. How about the other top news? Neymar? Messi? We've not forgotten, and now we'll dot the I's and cross the T's in these top transfers. Rumors about Neymar's possible comeback to Barca have circulated for years. In fact, he could actually return to Barcelona only in the summer of 2019, when the Catalans management went to Paris, but it wasn't possible to reach an agreement with Saint-Germain back then. It's 2023, and the situation is a little different now. Despite media speculation about Ney's possible comeback, this transfer looks downright utopia. We'll explain. The fact that the Brazilian wants to return to Camp Nou is completely true. Ney was happy at Barcelona and loved both the club and the city. So, with the circumstances he found himself at PSG, he is actually ready to come back and sign even today. But there are several barriers here. The first is the Paris Saint-Germain's position. There will be a summer squad revolution in the club, and the Brazilian will be asked to leave. And they are even ready to let him go on loan with an option to buy. But will they want to reinforce Barcelona, given the club's relationship? Hardly. Moving on, the problematic issue of the FFP. The priority for Xavi now is Kimmich, and also Messi. Barcelona understands that when choosing between players who can be registered for the next season, the case of Messi's return is much easier and more necessary. Leo will come as a free agent with a relatively low salary. And according to the latest information, La Liga approved Barcelona's viability plan for next season, which means that even Javier Tebas will try not to interfere with the return of Messi, who will bring a lot of money to the league, which fell behind a little in terms of ratings since Leo's departure. Of course, the club would like to see both Neymar and Messi, and they are ready to say goodbye to a number of players who are preventing the return of the club's legends. Those are Ferran Torres, Rafinha, and even Ansu Fati. Neymar even celebrated the La Liga title with the team, taking advantage of his day offs provided by PSG. But this transfer looks very complicated for so many reasons, including in terms of play. While Xavi considers Messi's transfer a priority because of Lionel's profile, as the coach knows how to use the GOAT, Neymar's arrival would mess everything up and could cause a big imbalance. But there is still a small chance. However, the Culés are unlikely to be happy with the news. The chances of Neymar joining FC Barcelona will be greater if Leo Messi does not return to the club this summer, Tony Juan Martí, another reliable local journalist, reports. So the insane dream of Barca fans has almost no chance to come true. Messi, Lewandowski, Neymar in attack. Just wow. But the most relevant are the rumors of interest in the Brazilian from the EPL clubs: Manchester United, Chelsea, and Newcastle, and those are very interesting options for Ney. Therefore, we give this transfer only 2 out of 10. And Messi's comeback to Barcelona is a done deal, of course. There is a reason why we make so many videos on this saga. Here we have 9.5 out of 10. Guys, what transfers from Barca are you waiting for? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. That's it for now. It was Inside Football. We watch football from a different angle. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.